Hello and welcome to Decent Football. Manchester United are going to be versing Southampton at home. Let me tell you something. We cannot afford to go on a bad run. Alright? We can't afford to go winless 3 games in a row. Liverpool are back on form. City are on form. Alright? The pressure is up. The pressure is up right now. And we have to be up for it. We have to take this title race until May to show improvement. We have to take it till May. We can't drop any more points. We can't. I mean, there's like no room to drop points at this stage of the season. Tottenham Hotspur just lost to Brighton. Alright? They just lost to Brighton. Last time they lost to who? Was it? Liverpool? Yeah. I mean, now look at them. I know this season is all crazy and anybody can win it. But when clubs like Liverpool and Man City, from the past few years, as you've seen them, when they get into gear, it's over. And we have to remain in this thing. We can't afford to slip away. We just can't. All right? Look, other clubs have been on bad patches. For us, yeah, we've been on bad patches. We've been in enough bad patches. All right, we've been in enough bad patches. The beginning of the season and the one in December, and the one where we got out of the Champions League. That's enough. That's enough. Our bad patches we should calm down on those bad patches. We should limit them, because right now we can't afford to go on a bad run. We can't. All right, we have to stay in touching distance. At least 5 points off the top. At least 5. At the end of the season, minimum 8 or 10. All right? Because look, yeah, some people are saying, "Oh, 21 is coming home. 21 is coming home." But look, we have to improve to get to that point. Right? City and Liverpool, they're on a different level. They are. Liverpool are on a different level when it comes to this. And Man City, they also have the experience, they have the funds, and they have the players to cope with the season. And they can win the Premier League. It's a team that you're confident, yeah, these guys are going to win the Premier League. You can tell. For us, we can't afford to be slipping away like 15 points off or 20 freaking points off. No. We have to be at least in touching distance. Alright? And if we can stay in touching distance, anything can happen in May. You never know. You never know. This season is crazy. Alright? It's crazy. So, for me, let's go for the starting 11. The starting 11, I'll go with David De Gea in goal. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is going to be at the right back position. Eric Bailly, he simply has to play. And Maguire, Luke Shaw is going to play again. In the midfield too, I'm going to put Paul Pogba. No. Midfield 2 is very interesting actually, because I actually want to put Donny van de Beek in the midfield too. Donny van de Beek. The reason why he's not playing right now, A, he's either eased into the squad, or B, he wasn't already signing. He just didn't want him. Those are the only 2 scenarios, and B is the most likely one. So if Donny van de Beek doesn't play, do not be surprised, okay? But the midfield 2 is going to be an interesting one, because you need the energy. Because Southampton, they press you a lot. They know how to press you. And it's a very, very interesting midfield 2. A very, very interesting one. A one where I want to put creativity and fight in the midfield. and a little bite. I'm not gonna put Scott McMack or Scott Mayonnaise because he might be injured. So yeah, Fred has to get in there as always. His energy is gonna be very, very important in this game. It's going to be very, very important. Another midfielder, Paul Pogba. We'll get into the midfield. Now look, you could put Donny van de Beek in there, and if you want to put Donny van de Beek in there, that's fine. That's cool. I would agree with that. I would agree with that too, because Donny van de Beek is press resistance. Some people say, "Oh, you should play number 10." Look, Donny van de Beek can play multiple positions. Like at Ajax, he's played the 6, he's played the 8, he's played the 10, he's played the. Sometimes he plays on the right or in the left. He's a versatile player. Okay, he's a versatile player. All right, and we have to treat him as such. And if he's in the midfield too, I'll be happy. He can excel in the midfield too. In the cam position, not so much. Right, you don't see so much of his qualities, because why? The cam position is a position that requires a lot of creativity, not simple. Yeah, in the midfield requires being simple and quick. All right, in the midfield, but in the cam position, right there, you have to be constantly creating. You have to be constantly thinking like Bruno. You have to be direct, based on our style. You have to be like Bruno basically, and Donny van de Beek is not Bruno. We have to accept that. He has to be in the midfield too, either on the right, like Mata used to play, or on the left, right? But in the midfield too, I think that's where he'll play his best game. That's where he's played his best games in that position. And I know he's had some good performances in the 10, but in the 6 or in the midfield too, you can say, he plays simply well. And like when you look back, and every single time Donny van de Beek has played, he hasn't put a foot wrong. Remember the Southampton game? He played with Fred in the midfield, and in the first half, he was our best player. He was simply our best player. All right, I was watching. He was our best player. He kept the ball moving. He was press resisting. They kept trying to tackle him, but you can see that he had that fight in that midfield that a midfielder needs. He doesn't lose the ball easily as McTominay, all right? He can hold his own. But yeah, either Donny van de Beek or Paul Pogba, or get in the midfield with Fred. If you want to go with comment if you go with Donny van de Beek or Paul Pogba. On the right, the right is gonna be very, very interesting. So I put Mason Greenwood there on the right to start to get him firing again. All right, I think he needs to start getting firing again. I know the right midfield is not his best position, all right, but we have nobody else. And Solskjaer, you know, they've been speaking about Amad Diallo. All these great things. Oh, he's training well, and you know, we're very impressed. But you know, I'm not gonna be impressed until I see him on the pitch. All right, I'm not gonna be impressed until I see him on the pitch. Really, in the first team, I'm gonna wait. I don't think he's gonna play in this game. Based on what Solskjaer said, he said that we're gonna give him time to get settled, so he's not gonna be in the squad. So yeah, it's gonna be Mason Greenwood on the right. On the left, Lord, oh my goodness, Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial have been terrible in the past few games, but so guys, this is really tough. Would you put Anthony Martial or Marcus Rashford on the left? That's a really big question. That's a really interesting one. To be honest, Southampton are gonna press us, and neither I don't think they're gonna really give us. I don't think they really. Man, I'm confused. I'm gonna put Dan James there. All right, I'm just gonna put Dan James. Because look, give him a run out. Give him a run out for the first half, and bring on Marcus Rashford or Anthony Martial and put him on the left. And in the striker position, I'm gonna put Edinson Cavani. We all know who's gonna be in the cap position. The main man, Bruno Fernandes. Anyway, the score prediction for this game. My score prediction for me is gonna be 1-0 to Manchester United. It's gonna be a very jammy game. It's gonna be a very tough game. Southampton are gonna press the crap out of us, and we simply have to be up for the fight. We have to be up for the fight in midfield. We have to be up for the fight. And Donny van der Beek or Fred should be up, or even Pogba should be up for that fight. They have to be, all right? Because that's where the battle is gonna be won. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. What is your team? Who would you put in? What's your score prediction? Either or. Like, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one.